There's a big misconception we have most times that for us to make a move or make a next move, we need to get all the clarity and all the certainties that we can get. But that's not how it pans out. Most times, you don't get clarity at the beginning of a life's journey or the beginning of trying to fulfill purpose or trying to run a project. You don't get clarity from the beginning, and it's usually a waste of time to want to sit back and wait till you fully see the full picture before making the move. Purpose does not oftentimes come with clarity. Clarity is actually achieved on your journey to fulfilling purpose. As you move and as you make movements and as you keep going, you get more clarity. And this is also how it applies to even our everyday life and our personal lives. Most of the things that you know about yourself today came along the way as you lived life, as you were moving along your journey or your path of life, and you started getting clarity, more clarity about yourself, about your temperament, about your strengths, about your weaknesses, and all of that. And that's how it is with projects things that we want to do, or our life's project. Clarity is not something you get while you're standing still. You get clarity about what you want to do from moving. A lot of us have learned one or two things about ourselves after we tried something that failed, after we got stuck in the middle of something, after we made mistakes once or twice, either on a project or on a relationship or on some decisions that we made. And we got clarity more about ourselves, and we got to know more about those situations. That's how clarity is obtained. Clarity is like muscle. It's like our body muscles. It only expands, it only gets stronger when you put it to use and not in stillness. Clarity does not come from stillness. It actually comes from making movement. It comes from moving. And so my charge for you in this new year, and even as you think towards the things you want to do, don't overthink it, don't overplan it. Am I saying don't plan? Am I saying we should make reckless decisions? No, not at all. What I'm saying is make the plans you can make based on the cost you can count. And so a lot of people focus more on just at the point of counting the cost, and then they don't even embark on the journey at all. So what is my prescription? Well, or maybe I should say what I do in my personal life is whenever I plan to embark on a journey or make a new move, I try to do all the analysis I can, count the practicable costs that I can count. I mean, there will always be rooms for uncertainties, which I acknowledge. And then most of the time what I do is I ask myself a very important question. That question is, what is the worst case scenario? What's worst case outcome if I make this move? And then I ask myself another question, what will I do if the worst case scenario happens? Once I'm able to establish a line of action as to what I would do when a worst case scenario happens, then I'm ready to make the move. Once I'm sure that the worst case scenario will not destroy me, it will not break me, it will not break my family, then I'm ready to make the move. What would life look like if we are very certain about every outcome? We know how our day will pan out. There's no room for surprises. There's no room for eventualities. How would life be exciting? So I'd like to encourage you that that thing you have planned to do, that job you want to take up, that new project you want to start, that new relationship you want to jump in. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Do the critical thinking as much as you can. What is within your control, what is within your power, and make that move. I like a certain analysis I heard a certain wise guy made as regards making moves, and he used the analogy of these automatic doors that we find in some buildings, where you're walking towards this door and from a distance it looks as though that automatic door is close towards you and that door is locked. Is restricting you from gaining entrance into the building, into the goodness that's on the other side of the door. Meanwhile, you are just the one seeing a closed door, but that door is not necessarily closed. It is just waiting for you to make a close enough move towards it, and then it will open onto you on its own accord. The door is not preventing you from coming in. What that door is simply doing is responding to the design of its maker. The person that made that door had already infused in it sensors that would only respond to objects that are close enough to it, human objects that are close enough to it. So the closer you get to the door, it opens on its own accord. A lot of people are 2 meters away from the automatic door. A lot of people are 5 meters away to this point where that door would have opened onto them, but they are afraid. They are waiting for confidence. They are waiting for certainty before they can make that move. This is also a principle that we find so many places in scriptures. For example, the story of Moses and the children of Israel, I tell you that the Red Sea would not have parted in any other way, apart from a forward movement by the children of Israel, by Moses and his people. Yes, a promise had been given. They were going to the promise. If they had not made that move, they would have been stuck. They would have been killed by the Egyptians. But the Red Sea was ready to part. The simple instruction was move forward. If they had not moved, that would have been the end of their story. What about the story of the 4 lepers we find in 2 Kings chapter 7? Well, these guys looked at themselves and said, well, if we stay here, we're going to die. And if we move and go into the city, we're also going to die. And they said to themselves, why sit we here till we die? And they chose to move. And not knowing that, well, there was already a plan. Life had already gone ahead of them to plan an open door when they moved. Life was waiting for them to move. God was waiting for them to move. And as soon as they moved, the promise of God for a nation came to pass. So it means the promise of God for a nation, for a season, would not have happened if those lepers did not move. And so, what is stopping you from moving? Are you overthinking? Are you over-planning? Are you waiting for 100% clarity before you make the move? Make that move today. Make that move. Like I always say to people, God most times does not give navigation maps for a journey of faith. Let that sink in. God does not give navigation maps for a journey of faith. You just have to move, trusting that as you move, all things will work together for your good. Yeah. So that's my charge for you. Make that move, make that change, embark on that journey, jump on that relationship, sign that paper, jump on that new project. Don't overthink it. Certainty will come along the way. Clarity will come along the way as you make that move.
Of stories that are there, echo, we well in time.